Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to Totem Talks. Real quick, I'm gonna random number generate this, and we're gonna see what I am. 8. Oh, okay, I'm already on sharpshooter. Great. I hate sharpshooter. Oh, there's a round going on. This is great. This is wonderful. You know what? Actually, given that there is still right now a round going on, let's be a class that is not that actually, what do we have? Damn it, they need a fucking heavy hitter. Okay, I guess I'm doing this. So yeah, hey, welcome to Tome Talks. This is actually recorded the week of, because I want to maybe not do the week of, or the like a week behind anymore. We'll see how it works, because as is right now, the school's starting to pick up. So I'm falling a little bit behind on editing, which is why you did not see a video last week at all, because I was dealing with that. So I need to get that sorted and settled. You're gonna get 4 videos this week, not counting this one, because I do want to just stay on track. I actually planned out to start my next Let's Play during Halloween or during October. So yeah, we're gonna just have a lot of videos this week, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing, but that's fine, because every video requires at least an hour to edit and render, and then it's about an hour to record. So every video you see is 2 hours. So when it's 6 hours, I can kind of fit that in throughout the week. When it's if I were to do 2 Let's Plays, that would be 5 hours. Or that'd be 10 hours. It'd be 5 videos, 10 hours. So really don't want to deal with that, which is why you haven't seen all the why you haven't seen me do 2 Let's Plays straight up. There is, I would love to, but maybe when I get a new job, or maybe when I am done with school, because the whole thing with the new job, right, is that I could theoretically get a new job and have more hours than I do right now, which would be pretty hard, because I'm topping out at 35, 40 every day, or every week I should say, not 40 hours a day. That would be impossible. But you get kind of what I'm getting at. So I mean, I could do it. I have no idea what's even in this class. I hate this class. We're gonna probably shoot for this. Well, I mean, obviously we're gonna shoot for this, but probably start here, and then this one, and then that one. Okay, cool. Map that shit out. Anyway, so oh, my phone's not silenced. My phone doesn't actually silence itself anymore. The button that I have an iPhone 6, and if you have an iPhone, you'll know that on the side there's a little lever you flip that silences the phone. It doesn't do that anymore. But yesterday I was covering for a guy, and I needed to have my phone, because that's how you communicate a lot in that place, to be on. So I had to normally I just have all my sound notifications set to vibrate. Oh my god, I want this hat. I have all my sound shit set to vibrate, because that's just how I know how to do it, right? You're gonna see that I'm a shitty sniper in this video, by the way. But I have all my shit set to vibrate, which is for school mainly. But also, if I get a text message, you'll probably hear it, because it's loud and long and obnoxious. Because I didn't want I didn't want to ignore text from my girlfriend. But I pretty much eventually had to. Who is that? Is that guy? Why would we kick him? Why are we kicking him? No, he's here. He's here. He's good. Okay. Cool. I think there are children fighting. I can't hear it, but I'm sorry if you can. That thing's still there, huh? Why is that still there? That should not be there. Anyway, so yeah. God damn it. Okay. This is why I hate sharpshooters. This is why I hate it. I hate sharpshooters so much. Reload. You're a goner. You're still alive. Now you're not. Hey, what's up, you? Okay, cool. So yeah. So you might hear my text message ringtone. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? I actually didn't really prepare this video today. Mainly because I straight up just don't have a lot to talk about. Other than the YouTube thing. Huh. Okay, so I'm quite clutch actually right now. Let me just kill these guys and I'll think of something to talk about. Oh, Mormons! Right, I have Mormons. That makes it sound like they're a pest, and I mean, but I don't want to say all Mormons are a pest because they're not, and that's bigoted. But I have the type of people who come to your house and bother you about joining the church. That level of Mormons. So a couple Sundays ago, right? 2 Sundays ago, because remember, I'm trying to encapsulate 2 weeks in this. There were these 2 dudes dressed up real nice, and they walk up to me when I'm walking into my house. Keep in mind, this is like, God, it's got to be like 11 at night. And they tell me that their buddy moved upstairs, and that I can always go to him if I need help, and that's weird enough. And then they start talking to me about religion, and they're like, you ever wonder why there's more than one religion, or more than one Christianity? And like, I probably handled this a little bit worse than I probably should have, but I go, well, I'm a history major, so yeah. To which they like kind of looked taken back, and I think I might have did a bad. I've never used this gun. This gun just got added like a couple months ago, so we're gonna see how it is. But they look like, I don't know, because the way I said it was like, oh well, yeah, I'm a history major, and I kind of said it kind of fightingly, almost like I said it pretty arrogantly, and I didn't mean to. I really didn't. But that's what happened. So, whoops. And then, so that ended our conversation with them pretty fucking fast, right? So then ooh, shotgun. So then the next, that's like a free $100. The next day, I guess they knocked on my door. My roommate answered it, and I don't really know what he said to him to get rid of him, but he's much less polite about that stuff than I am. Mainly like being bothered. Like he does not tolerate you bothering him. If he does not want to talk to you, he will just be like, hey, don't talk to me. At least with these guys, I was. At least with these guys, like I at least like, cause like straight up, like my cousins used to have to do that. My cousins are Baptist, not Mormon. But they would have to. Man, I can just fucking no scope everybody with this thing. Look at this. I say that as I miss like 3 shots on that clot. Hey, what's up? So my cousins used to have to do it. They called it soul winning. That church was a bad church. Like it. How did I miss that? Okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. My God, this gun fucking kicks ass. Holy shit. Okay, please die. So yeah, they called it soul winning. Oop, shit, fuck. They called it soul winning, and how are there 2 of you? Come on. Okay, there we go. So they called it soul winning, and it sucked. And like I think it was Sunday afternoon. They had to like go knock doors, and be like, hey, have you heard about the word of Jesus or something? I don't know. I never actually went with them. But like, keep in mind, these kids are. I think the oldest one was my age, and I was like 13 at most. You know, so like these kids are going by themselves to random strangers' houses, right? And having to knock on their doors and bother them about Jesus. And like, it was super fucked up because like the reason they were doing it too is because they were like, well, they'll listen to the kids. right? Like, that wasn't the explicit reason, but, like, that was the fucking reason. Is like, oh, well, they're children, so they'll be nice to them. And it's like, dude, that's fucking awful. Like, that church was terrible. That church is the reason why I don't really do any organized religion, and certainly why I'm not Baptist. Like, if I identify as any sort of Christianity, it's more Catholic. But, like, that, oof. Ooh, I almost sold my good gun. Can I afford anything good? What the fuck? Oh, that's Discord. Right, I'm playing D&D tonight. So, you know what? Fuck, give me that. Yeah. I've been getting really into D&D lately. Like really into it. So, I have a folder on my computer that's D&D, obviously. But when you click on it, it has a folder for every single class in the game, to which I have at least one character for every class. 5th edition. We're playing 5th edition. Right now I'm playing a half-orc cleric. However, I do normally just like to play human fighters. Variant human, though. So, well, if you don't know anything about D&D, this is going to be super confusing. Okay, so, normal humans in 5th edition, they get a +1 to every single stat. Humans are, like, the best class in that game. Especially for, like, really simple, you know, like, it's a human. That's why I always tell people, when they're getting into D&D, I'm like, play a human and play a fighter. Because the human, do you know how you operate as a human being? Yes? Okay, cool. Do you know how you operate, do you know how to hit things with a sword? Great. Be a fighter. But variant humans, instead of getting a +1 to everything, they get a +1 to 2 of whatever the fuck I want, and a feat, which is great. So I normally play a variant human, and I normally play a fighter, if I can get away with it. Like, I do swap it up. I'm not the same character every fucking time. It's just always weird. It's like the characters I decide to play are always, they always just end up making sense to be humans. So I just play them as humans, right? But yeah, so I always just decide to play humans. But yeah, I think, what did I make today? I made a sorcerer. I needed a sorcerer, and I needed a... Ah, shit, what's the other one I needed? Sorcerer, and I made... It was a half-elf. A ranger. I needed a sorcerer and a ranger. So I decided to make... I made a wood elf ranger. That came out actually really nice. I used the Unearthed Arcana, which... Man, this is a real tough conversation to break into if you have no idea what I'm talking about. I made Unearthed Arcana is stuff that's not officially in the game, but it's made by the people who made D&D. It's kind of like a playtest. Because Rangers suck. Like, Rangers are terrible. Because the whole thing about Rangers is that they're basically shittier fighters, but they get magic. But the thing about fighters is that there is literally a type of fighter that gets magic. So there is 100% no actual reason to play a Ranger. But, so I picked, like, them trying, they literally even say in the intro of this, like, hey, we're trying to fix the Ranger. So I was like, fuck it, I'll make this character. So he's a wood elf. I haven't really played him. I'll probably never play a lot of these characters. But I make them because the way I see it, like, let's say someone brings a girlfriend over and they're bored, because that happens occasionally. Luckily, I got my girlfriend into D&D, so I don't have to worry about that. Like, if she's coming over, it's because she's in the game. But, like, when you're not playing D&D, but you're in a place where D&D is being played, you just sit there, and it sucks. So yeah, they brought their girlfriend, and she's sitting there, and she's bored. I can at least be like, hey, give me, like, 5 minutes, I'll go print something out for you. So she's not bored out of her mind, right? If they bring... Do I still have that shotgun? Did I ever sell that? Okay, I did. Let's say they... Like, or let's say someone just says, like, hey, I want to try this. I have a PDF I found, that I don't remember where I found it. But basically it autofills everything. So basically, you put like, I want to be, let's say, well, for example, my half elf, my wood elf ranger. I'm a wood elf ranger. So I type in wood elf in the race, and it fills out all the race attributes. I type in ranger in the class, and it fills that out. I put in the stats, it fills that out. Like, I have to click a couple buttons, but that's about it, right? Everything, I can make a character in like 10 minutes, which, when you're new to D&D, that's like a day. That literally takes a day. So we don't want that. Like, we want to avoid that. So if I have a person say like, you know, I've been trying to get into this, and it's like, oh, hey man, you free on Saturday? They come over, and I say, what do you want to be? And I normally have something for them. Now, that's not maybe the best thing, because I think part of the reason why you want to get into D&D is just because you associate yourself with the character a little bit more. So like, all these characters, I didn't just make just to make them. I mean, I did, but like, I have like a gimmick or a hook to them, right? Because you don't want to just play like for ooh, a fucking collateral, nice. So with D&D, you want to like have a reason to play these characters, right? So you don't just like, for example, like this guy, I think I'm playing Anna. Oh, damn it, I got hit. So I'm playing Anna right now. I don't know jack shit about Anna. I just think she looks cool. Like, I don't really care about Anna. I'm not role playing Anna. I don't have to make decisions from Anna. Like, I just need to shoot these fuckers. Like, Anna is just an avatar. But with D&D, it's not that, right? Because you have to actually make like decisions. You have to think like, how would this character act? What would they do in this situation? And that's the funnest part for D&D to me. So like, I had a evil barbarian goblin, and literally every chance I got, I just ate that motherfucker. I just ate that motherfucker like he was fucking nothing, because that's what my character did, because he was a monster. Oh, get the fuck away from me. So I'm sure these kids are yelling at me for running off on my own, but like, I don't care. I'm good enough at this game that I can handle my own shit. Okay, you die, lady. It's weird being a gunslinger, or using gunslinger weapons without the gunslinger perk, because I'm not doing the damage I normally do. Like, I should have killed that lady way earlier, and that's why I kind of panicked there a little. So yeah, so normally what I'll do with my girlfriend, like, my girlfriend doesn't know how to make characters yet, and that's fine, right? But she does like get ideas of like, hey, you know, I want to do this. And I'll normally, like, before a campaign or when she needs to roll a new character for whatever reason, I'll sit her down and I'll be like, okay, what do you want to be? What do you want to try out this time? What's the hook of the character? And 5th edition actually did a thing I really like that I was kind of doing in 3.5, where, ooh, that's a problem. We can fix that. Okay. So 5th edition does a thing where they actually have a personality section on the character sheet. So you have like things like, what's your character's ideal? What's his bond? What's his flaw? And I think there's one that's just literally like trait, like a personality trait. And you build on that. Like, so you can pick like a background. So this half elf, which I don't even care about. This half elf sucked. Or this wood elf. I made a light-footed halfling sorcerer, and when I was rolling stats for it, I rolled 2 18s, which is the best you can get, and then 2 17s. So I'm really proud of this character. So my whole thing with him was like, he was a sailor because he was a storm sorcerer, and those are normally employed by sailors. So how much do you weigh? 2? Yeah, I can get the railgun. No, I can't. I need the money, but I can get the railgun next time. So I like his bond. That's all I knew, was that he was a sailor. So I rolled his stuff. His bond is, you know, to his men on the ship. His flaw is he's lazy. His, like, all that stuff. But like, if you have an idea of the character you want to play, like right now that orc cleric, his whole whole idea with this character is that he's this really, really scary, big fucking orc. But then the second you talk to him, he's, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. It's so great. And like he shakes your hand so vigorously you actually fall. Like, but he's just so happy to see you. He's like a Labrador. You know what I mean? He's, so that was his whole thing, right? Oh my god, fuck off. So that is his whole thing. It still is. And he's like, he literally is just a heal bot. Because I figured that would like fit this whole character of like, I'm really, really friendly and everyone likes me. To the point, but like, so for him, I didn't need to roll his shit. Like, you know, he's so friendly to the point where he just default trust everybody. You know, he's off-putting sometimes. His whole ideal is that he wants to save as many people as possible. You know, and like, but that's the thing. I value character creation. Like actual role playing. Role playing is my favorite shit to do in D&D. I am in a very bad place. Oh, so is that guy. Holy shit. Okay, no, he's good. So yeah, I value like character creation. Whereas like I know a guy who doesn't really, you know, he'll just make a character and he doesn't really understand D&D enough to really get the core intricacies of it. So every character is just kind of him. And that's fine too, really. But yeah, D&D's great. I don't know where I ended up going with that. D&D's awesome. I love D&D. Okay, you're getting frozen, you motherfuckers. Okay, at least one of you's frozen. That's good enough for me. This is a bad place. I mean, there's only, okay, there's 4 of us. We Gucci. We Gucci. Freeze, you guys. Freeze. Oh fuck. Get him. Okay, good. So yeah, that's D&D. What else can I talk about real quick? I've been getting a lot into, oh, people are over for D&D already. We are in a bad place, guys. We're in a bad place. So I, been watching a lot of, oh my god, oh fuck. Okay, I'm leaving. You guys are fucked. I'm out. I'm not dying here. Okay, I'm back. I just need to get out of there. I should have enough to hold. We just need to get that bitch dead. Heal myself again, just so we're super safe. Hey man, hey, you're a medic. Hey. Okay. Whew, how am I doing, by the way? Oh, I'm the second highest kills. So anyway, beginning into a lot of old YouTubers, people like Hutch, people like Z Royal, liking a lot of the creatures, the former creatures, because creatures doesn't exist anymore apparently. Mindcrack a little bit less, because I don't know, their content, it's not bad. I don't want to say it's bad. It's weird. Like, I don't know. That's the thing, right? It's like, surprise, one of the things you look at when you're potentially looking at, you know, people to follow. I don't even know how the fuck this gun works. Hold up, wait. Free mode, using the site lets you lock into vulnerable spots on your target. Okay. This is the gore fast killer. Sounds, or not gore fast. This is the gore fast killer. This is the gore fast killer. This is the gore fast or not tough. That's the flesh pound killer. That's good. Ooh, shovel. Ooh, let me shovel. Ah, fuck. So anyway, yeah. So, we're getting into those guys a lot. Again, I don't know, like the YouTubers I was watching. So for a little bit there, a lot of my Let's Playing YouTube channels like dropped down to pretty much just the Switcher, which is the Best Friends Play, and Many a True Nerd, which are both of those are great. Like I still watch those guys very regularly, but I you know, I've been running out of content to watch. Because those guys do, you know, I don't watch everything those guys make, because they do make a lot of stuff, and, like, you don't have to like everything someone watches. Like, I mean, hey, you guys might only watch this or something. I don't know why. This is probably like, this is the one I put the least effort into, I guess. Who is hitting me? Is that a husk? Anyway, so this is why I put the least effort into. Ooh, hey, what's up, man? Oop, not that one. Why me? Yeah. Okay, good. He's done. So yeah, yeah, you don't have to watch everything people like. But yeah, so I don't know. I like recently a lot of their stuff. It's just been stuff that like I watch, but you know, it's just not filling out the playlist as much as I would like. The watch later. So I've been trying to find other content. And I was like, well, let's see what these guys are up to. Because like I used to watch the Creatures back when I was in like high school, and then they did the whole like move to be more like official, and like I think they at one point became like a corporation or something. And like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tap out here. Ooh, man, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. I need to get out of here. I literally was just saying how that's a bad holdout point, and I fucking went to it. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I didn't vote to kick you. Go in there, save me. Okay, I need to reload. Shit. There's only 21 left. That's not that bad. I can fucking handle this. 22 or 15. Damn. You go down. Oh fuck. Man, does everything need to be reloaded? Actually, you know what? She walks away. Let her walk away. Shit, I don't care. Okay. So yeah, that's been me. I think I might upgrade my weapon here. I don't think this thing's cutting it anymore. I need to heal really bad. There's a medic on this team, is there not? I saw a medic gun. Someone has a medic gun. Okay. Yeah, get that. Can I get this? I'm not gonna be able to get this. No, even if I sell all that. So let's just top off on ammo. Okay. So yeah, that's been me with YouTube. Been getting into those guys. Let's see. What else have I been up to? School's starting to get to the point where I can't really ignore it anymore. So like always in the beginning of the semester, I always don't take school seriously enough, and it's always weird. Because I know it's gonna fuck me in the long run, but I never take school super seriously, right? I always just kind of, you know, I'll always just kind of ignore assignments or do everything last minute, and then like there's a come to Jesus moment later on in the semester where I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to fail, and then I pull it out and I get a B or an A or something like that. Like I always do it early enough to where I'm not actually damaging myself. But yeah, so I'm at that moment now. So that's why there were no videos. I think I've already mentioned that, but like, so this is, I know I've mentioned it before, like, hey, there might be a time where you just don't see any videos from me. It is happening. Okay. So yeah, that is what's happening right now. So if I don't have videos for a little bit, I didn't leave. Like, I'm still doing this, and try as regularly as I possibly can, I promise, but, am I even killing anything? No. Okay, I need to help this dude. This dude's gonna die. Actually, you know what? He's doing pretty good for himself. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Let's leave him alone. See what happens. So yeah, actually, these guys, what? Oh, there's a berserker here, too. Yeah, no, we should be good if I just hold out here with these guys. Oh, hey guys, what's up? How are you? That's good. Glad to hear. Oh, hey buddy. Okay, Sprake's dead. Reload. Kill her. Okay. I actually have run out of things to talk. See, I didn't prepare a list today. I did not prepare a list today because I didn't think I would need to. Oh, I know what I can do. I turned down a job offer yesterday, and I kept telling myself that as work sucked all day that day. But basically, so I got offered a position. If you ever go into a Best Buy, you'll see occasionally, especially on the weekends, I guess, these guys, they work for HP, and they basically, the whole job is to sell you HP products, right? I got an offer for that. Now, the reason I turned it down, because that's exactly what I want, actually. I want something in the day, I want something in retail, because I like talking to people, and... Okay, listen, lady, I'm not dealing with you. So I like talking to people, so a job in which my whole, like, that's the thing, I did really good at Geek Squad, because I like talking to people. That's my thing, right? So if I can get a gig like that, it would be great. I just needed to, one, pay enough, and two, give me enough hours. That's the problem. This job was everything I wanted too, because it's like I'm only selling like one thing, and like those HP guys, they don't do a damn thing. I've seen them. They just stand there. No one ever comes up to them because they're afraid they're gonna get like a sales pitch, which is stupid because you're gonna get a sales pitch anywhere in a Best Buy. But whatever. So no one talks to them. So it would have been like a good gig. The problem is it did not pay enough. It paid 13. I was able to negotiate it up to 14, which is less than what I make now. And like normally, I'm actually cool with taking a pay cut if the hours justify it. So like, if I'm making, I'm not, but let's say I'm making like $16 an hour, right? But $16 an hour at, I have to sell the railgun too? Okay, what's better?
Final choices, people.
Oh wait, this is better? Fuck that, I want that gun then. Okay, whatever. So this is, I guess, the thing we're running with until the end of the game. You know what? Oh, I can't. I'm completely maxed out. Wait, never mind. So, yeah, so let's say I, don't you dare. Okay. Let's say I make $16 an hour, but I'm only working like 32. Actually, 32. Let's say I'm making $16 an hour, but I'm working like 20 hours a week. Which would be great. But instead of that, I make like, I have a job where I make like $15 an hour, but I work like 35. Like it balances itself out. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with, like, I'm not a guy who's like constantly in the search of more money. Like, I'm a guy who wants to be able to live comfortably. And if I do that, I don't, like, whatever. Give me a raise, sure, whatever. Makes me not have to worry. My boss, who I hate, but he does say one thing that's really poignant and I like. He goes, money doesn't fix all the money doesn't make you happier, but it does fix a lot of problems. It does make you not have to worry anymore. Which is true. Like, that's the life I want. Like, I don't want a life where I'm like super rich and I'm driving like 3 Porsches and I have a Maybach. I don't want that. I want a modest house, like a modest 2-story house, in a decent neighborhood, and enough money to worry about bills and support my hobbies. Like, that's it. That's all I want. So if I can get that, like, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? What is this? This is bad. I need to leave. Oh, I need to leave. Okay. It's dark. Oh, hey, what's up? Whew. You guys don't look great. Okay, perfect. Let's get out of here. So, sorry, I'm getting really, I just got really congested the second I started making this video. So if you hear me, like, wheezing from my nose, that's why. But yeah, like, that's the kind of life I want, right? I don't need more. You know, so if I end up working a job in which I work like more hours or less hours with more pay, or that's what I want, less hours and more pay. or even more hours with less pay. Like, I don't care. Like, I just, like, and like, to be fair, you're not going to get me in a position to where I'm working more hours than I am right now. Like, I am working like the maximum amount of hours someone in my, like, I don't know if there is a maximum amount of hours, because I've heard people pull like 60-hour weeks, but I definitely pull like a 40-hour week on the regular. Sorry. This is getting kind of intense now. Okay, I should probably use, well, I don't have enough ammo just to use this thing solely. That's the problem. But yeah, so they offered me $14 a week, or $14 weekly pay. It was a phone interview, and this guy went through, I literally sat on this phone for 45 minutes waiting for him to be done talking so I could tell him I wasn't interested anymore. Because it was like 14, and like, maybe I'm picking up 20 hours a week, right? Like, no. that 14 hours a week at 20 hours a week is, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not enough to pay my bills, right? And so at one point he tells me about this boat, like, he's trying to keep me, right? Because like, I'm fucking qualified for this job. This is a good job for me to have. Oh, that's why you're wearing me. Okay, I thought that was the Asian character. So like, he wants me to have this job. So at one point he tries to tell me about how they have bonuses. Like, oh yeah, we got bonuses. So basically what it is if you qualify for the bonus, it's which is a super easy bonus to qualify for. You basically have to work the amount of hours in a quarter. It's quarterly bonuses. That's important. So for a year, you have to work the amount of hours qualified and get no, like, no, fuck, what is it? No demerits, not really, they're not called demerits, but you know what I mean, like, no punishment, right? Like, be a model employee. You know what it is? It was $1 for every hour you worked in that quarter. So his example was, say you work 60 hours, which is the minimum amount of time you need to work in order to qualify for this bonus. Why is it always Hans? So $16 an hour, which is the minimum amount, right? I just wanted to see where I was ranking. He's like, where was that? That was close. Oh God, it was right here. Okay. See, this is a bad, like, it's not a bad idea to lock the Patriarch in a room with you, because the Patriarch's a bitch, right? But like, Hans will actually fuck you up in a closed area. Like, that is not something you want. So anyway, so he's like, let's say you work 60 hours a week, you get $60 a quarter, which is 4 months. That he literally tried to sell me on a job where it's like, every 4 months we'll give you $60 whole dollars. What the fuck? $60 is like, it's not a lot of money. And here's the thing, like, the reason I even got so far in this job is because the people I've always seen in it are like grown-ass men in their like 30s. You know what I mean? And like, that's almost something you actually look for when you're looking for a job, is like, what is the average age of the people doing this job? Because if it's fucking high schoolers, like, hey, guess what? They don't pay a lot. There's no good benefits there, which I also, like, I don't care about benefits, actually. I'll care about benefits when I'm teaching. But right now, I don't give a shit about no fucking benefits. Where the fuck did you even come from? So, like, that's not an issue for me. But, like, you know, you also, like, hey, if there's a bunch of fucking, you know, 20-year-olds and, like, teenagers, job probably isn't paying a bunch of money, right? Like, let's say you got a bunch of, like, let's say, like, this dude's, like the average workforce here is, oh, God. Thank you, demo. Let's say the average workforce is, like, you know, in the 30s, like, well, not to be dads. Like, those guys have families to support 9 times out of 10, right? So you would assume that the job pays enough for them to like support their families. So you go for those jobs, and that's what this case was. These guys must have had side gigs. That's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, so that's been Totem Talks. I'm just gonna throw some money. Oh wait, how to do? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even get head popper. Damn, I suck. So yeah, that's been me. This has been Totem Talks. Expect 4 videos this week, just to make up for it. New Let's Play, ending a Let's Play. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. What do I always say? Oh, try to make the world a better place, and have a good day.